Okay, so I save my money every time Christmas comes around. You know, parents and whatnot that don't know what to get me. They always buy me or just give me money instead of buying me something that they are likely not going to want. So I've saved my money from birthdays and Christmases, and likely have enough to get a Steam Deck. So I went in and I was as generous as I could possibly be with my catalog of games. No, I rarely ever get to play games. I just don't have enough time. I love the Switch, but I realized after buying one of these and trying to play my games, this is like, what is this, a Razer or something? Yeah, Razer Xbox controller. Trying to play my games on this off of Game Pass, that I can't even open the thing. Give me 1 second. Oh, I don't want it open now. There we go. So this thing, you can open it up, put your phone in there. But I realized that games that aren't made for the phone are terrible on here. They're too small. You can't even see them. I even put on glasses to magnify things, and I can't see them. So, so this is my catalog, my library of unplayed games. I've taken everything that I've played and removed it, and I've taken everything that I hate and removed it. Or I've tried it a little bit and didn't like it, and then I've taken everything that is multiplayer, and removed it. Because I figure there's no way that I'm going to play any of these things, those kind of games. And there may be some in here that I missed that are co-op or have a co-op option, or not. God, I keep saying co-op, but you know what I mean, online against other people. Or maybe that's the primary mode that they're intended to be played at. And I removed as much as I could. So there might be some in here that are not that, and that's just because I just don't recognize them. Or there might be stuff in here that's absolute junk. And I don't know that it's junk because I just don't recognize it. But this is my library, and I'm trying to decide, is this, and I don't really want to buy any more games. I only buy games when they hit like maybe $9 if they're, a AAA title, or $5 if they're even anything less than a AAA. And indie games, I like to pay $5 for them. Or actually, indie games, I'll pay full price for an indie game if it's a game that I like and I want the developer to do well and whatnot. But big titles, I usually only try and get them for cheap. Which means I hate Xbox. I have Game Pass, so that's fine. So anything that's on Game Pass, I can play on my phone, like I was talking about. But so far, I haven't. I've played through almost all of Halo and Halo 2 on my phone. It was brutal, and every time I'd switch away from my phone to the real deal, it was so much better on a big screen. So this is my list. While I go through, I want to say some of the things that I've been really looking forward to play. So Alan Wake, definitely looking forward to play. Alien Isolation, super interested in playing, but I want it to be like visually beautiful, so I'm not sure what to do there. Love the Assassin's Creed. It's not made for this model, or it's not made for this little screen, so I don't know what that's going to be like. BioShock Infinite, yeah, I like BioShock 1 and 2, they're okay. I love the story premise more than I actually like the game. But I've not made it through. I've tried to play this. You can see I got a couple hours into it. I don't know if you can see it on there anywhere. 17 hours. So I've tried to play through it. It just hasn't captured me. I don't know exactly why. XCOM is my kid's game. I'm not really super. Actually, does it even say that it's a kid's game? Yeah, I listed it as not likely to play. That's not considering if I have a Steam Deck or not. Castle of Illusion. For some reason, I love these little kids games. I don't know what this game is. Company of Heroes. I don't really know what Company of Heroes is. I hear people talk about it all the time. They have so many versions of it. I figured I'd try it. Crash Bandicoot is like, we never had consoles when we were kids, and then eventually when I had kids, my dad bought a PlayStation, like old PlayStation, and Crash Bandicoot, I think, maybe was the only game on it, and so they played it all the time, so I have some interest in it. Warhead, I'm really not interested. My kid loved it, and I know it was like this generational game at some point. It was supposed to be like this, like, new jump in technology. So I have curiosity about it, but I don't really care. And maybe these are online games. I don't even know. Yeah, you can't even tell. I'd have to go to the store page. I don't want to do that. Darksiders, I've heard it's super hard. I don't know if it's any good for this small device. Dead Space, I've heard are great games. I'm guessing these would be really fun to play. They're old, so the screen resolution and whatnot is probably great on it. And I've heard they're really good and a little spooky, and that sounds kind of fun on there. I don't know what this game is, but I left it on there. I saw this as an indie game at one point that people were kind of saying is good. I don't really know if it's any good or not. These are, I think this, Dishonored's a great game. This must be some expansion. I think I've already played Dishonored, but this is the next level. I don't know how it will play on a small screen. This looks great. Looks like terrible old graphics. Maybe it's not a good game, but it may be a good game on this thing. This is probably a terrible game. This is like a twitchy game, but I haven't played it, so I'd like to play it. This epic story is one that I'm very interested in. I'm guessing it'd play well on the form factor. I haven't played any of the Fallout games at all. None of them. I got a couple hours into Fallout 4. I like it a lot, but I haven't made no headway into it. So that's one series that I'm kind of hoping will come with a Steam Deck. Fear again is a kind of a little scary shooter game. I don't know if like I'd get pissed off at like the twitchiness of the game and wanting to like have a keyboard and mouse and just blow things away, or if it's story driven enough that it'd be good. Firewatch I think would be perfect for this device. I could be wrong. I think this game I don't think this game even. I think this game is so bug riddled. I don't even think it ever made it out of anything. I think I would not even give this. Yeah, I would not give this the time of day under normal circumstances. I hate those kind of games. In fact, let's see. Gauntlet is a multiplayer game. I would love to play it. I've never played Gauntlet I played Gauntlet, 3.6 hours. It's simply too hard. Like the very first level, it's too hard. And I've even tried to connect up with someone, some kids, my son and his friends, or I can't remember, maybe a niece or nephew, and tried to play. It is too hard. You just die and die and die. Maybe there's a game mode play that I missed as I was kind of in my gamer life. That's like, dodge and then hit or whatever, but I don't understand it. Or timing, cooldown. So I don't get it, but I'd love to be able to play it. I've really always wanted to play Gauntlet with other people, co-op mode, or even just by myself, but I prefer co-op. Geometry Wars Evolved. Retro Evolved. This is just like a arcade game. It'd be kind of fun. I don't think I have any other arcade, or I don't have many arcade games. This is like a AAA. I'd love to play it on here. I doubt it's going to fit. I'm guessing that the visuals would all be lost, but I'd love to play it. Inner World is kind of a weird indie game. It'd probably be fun on there. In fact, it looks like they're Steam Deck verified here in the thing. Maybe they've been showing that the whole time and I've been not paying attention. This looks like a terrible old game that I wouldn't play, but if I have a Steam Deck, maybe. Kane Lynch is a series I'd be interested in playing. L.A. Noire, probably a great story-driven game that would be great on the Steam Deck, assuming it works. Now, what I did is I said, I did the Steam Deck verified and then the Steam Deck, playable but not verified as my filter. I did not do the untested version, which may add more games to my list, but that's what I have for now. So all the Batman games. Now, would I really play, or all the Lego games, would I really play all these Lego games? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe this will become like, my Steam Deck is my Lego game. These may be perfect, like the screen resolution and the complexity and whatnot. These might be a perfect fit. And I've always wanted to play most of these and never do. If you look at them, I got 28 minutes in Harry Potter, 38 minutes in Heroes. I don't even remember playing that. Maybe one of my kids played it. Yeah, anyways, so Life is Strange, another story-driven game. This is probably awesome, unless you have to, pick out little things in the game and notice them, and I might not notice them if they're too small, if the effects are too small. So this is where I'm stuck. I'm like, I don't know. I have a very limited set of games and that play on the Steam Deck. Limited, I say, as I scroll through 3 pages of games. This is a Twitch game. I'm guessing it'd be terrible, and you probably want the gory, beautiful visuals on the big screen. So I don't think it'd be good, but maybe. I love these games. They're Assassin's Creed-like games. From a game mechanics standpoint, they're great. Could I play it online? Probably. I mean, all you got to really notice is like someone's about to attack you, block or move, and then attack back. So this would probably be kind of fun. Mirror's Edge is kind of old game again, one of these weird genre games. I don't know if it'd be any good, and it's basically like all these highlighted edges that you have to notice and then like bounce between. So I'm not super interested in this game in the first place. So I don't know if it'd be any fun. Monaco is really meant to be, this one I should probably just remove because this is meant to be played with many people, not just a single person, and so I'm going to take it off. My Time in Portia, or however you pronounce it, might be fun. Ni no Kuni might be fun, kind of a Switch-like game. Okami looks like it might be a really fun one to do in here. Yeah, as long as there's not some like weird mechanic that you miss because of the fine detail, like you know what I mean. Just the characters are so teeny on there. Pathfinder, I don't know if this is good here. I don't even really know what Pathfinder is. Peggle, I should take these off. These are, well, maybe I'll leave Peggle on just as a fun game, but you only have a limited amount of space, so I probably wouldn't install Peggle. Remove. Had to remove them. Peggle Knights, remove. Psychonauts, I've always heard it's a classic. It's old, so it'd probably be fine on there. From a screen resolution standpoint, game mechanics are probably so old that none of the new stuff that's like twitchy matters. But I could be wrong. Return to Castle Wolfenstein, could be hit or miss on this thing. Saints Row, I'm not really interested in. Sanctum 2, I'm not really interested in. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I'd love to play this, but I guess it's just no good on the form factor. I don't know what bow hunting is like on it, but that'd be interesting. I've never really been into Civ games, that's why I haven't played this, but if I had it in my pocket carrying it around, maybe I'd play it. I don't know if it requires other people to play or not. Spyro, kind of a platformer. I'd love to do that. I'm guessing it's good on the platform. Stillness of the Wind is one of those indie games, pretty cool sounding, so I'd love to play it on here. Oh, that's definitely got to get kicked off. That game is broke. Well, the world broke that game. I got a bunch of old Tomb Raider games that I think I got from a Yogg's cast or something, or maybe some sort of like buy one of the newer games and get all the older games. So they're all in there. I have no real interest in playing them, but I might. Torchlight 2, kid's favorite. I've never actually finished Torchlight 2, so might play perfect given how old it is and how simple the mechanics are on it. Trove, I don't even know what it is. I think I got that as part of Yogg's cast or some bundle. I was in Humble Bundle for a while, and I was in a couple others, and probably got a bunch of games that I've never heard of and aren't really interested in. Walking Dead, yes, I'd love to play the Walking Dead Telltale series. This would probably, if I liked this and it went well, I would probably buy more, which would kind of suck. But if it's good, it's good. The Witcher, I've never played any of The Witcher. I can't really stand the 82 minutes that I played. It was like so broken. I hated it. My understanding is it gets better as time goes on, like that's less broken and less broken, but I don't see other Witcher games in here. Like Wild Hunt would be of interest. But again, I don't know if those games play well on this platform, so maybe The Witcher would be something I'd bring in. And then the Wolfenstein games, of course, they're going to be, they're going to be great. Like most, what is it, id or whatever. I don't know who co-produces these. I'm going to jump out now. I'm pretty far along. Bethesda, I guess. But whoever produces them, I like them. And I don't know what this game is really. Some sort of Sega port. Supposed to be a good game. Sega port. So you can see, I just don't have a full catalog of stuff that I'm just dying to play. There's a few things, but not much. And the few things that I'm dying to play, like I've heard this is good, and I heard this is a classic. I like the other Assassin's Creed Middle Earth games. Again, I like the Hobbit, or I like the Lego games. This AAA I'd love to play, but I don't know how they play. So I feel like what I would be doing would be buying this thing and maybe playing older games that I'm have mediocre feel about, or maybe some platformers or some kids games, and the occasional indie game. So is that worth $600? I can't say, but I think I'll have the money this Christmas. So, or if it's not this Christmas, at least soon after, to buy one. I run a pretty good PC. It's got a 1080 GTX, 1080 Ti GTX Founders Edition. I've looked at, whenever I have like $1,000, like, do I upgrade my phone? Do I upgrade my graphics card or my PC? Not my PC, but my graphics card. Do I upgrade, or do I get a new device like a Steam Deck or a Switch or something like that? So, at this point, I'm like, $1,000. $1,000 would be better off put into what I have a good phone. I have a Pixel 6. The thing, I just don't have any time, and so the Steam Deck would give me maybe some in-between times where I'd be able to play it, where normally I wouldn't be able to play, car rides and those sorts of things. So I'm just at a conundrum as to whether or not to buy a Steam Deck. I was like all in. I was in on the first, like I threw my name in the hat right away, and got my reserved Steam Deck and whatever, and then didn't buy it. I've already played Red Dead. I'd be interested in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'd be interested in this kind of, or whatever it's called. This is kind of like Breath of the Wild, but on a PC. I'd be interested in, well, let me quick go to my wish list. What do I do to get to my wish list? I don't even know how to get to my wish list. There it is. So, and I don't necessarily want all these games, but, this is like an uncurated old wish list, but it's in here. So, and I don't know which of these games are Steam Deck compatible, so I can't just say like, oh, if I bought all the games, so if I bought the games in my wish list, would I be able to even play them? I don't know. This black book looks really good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should buy a Steam Deck or not. So that's my question. Should I buy a Steam Deck or should I not buy a Steam Deck? With my Christmas money. And I already have an Oculus. I hate it. It kind of makes, or I don't hate it. Sorry, I like the Oculus. But I get nauseous in it when I play it. Because I like to play. If I do the the click 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 where you kind of like turn like 30 degrees or whatever at a time, I don't mind it. But then I feel like I'm not very accurate. I want the free movement in it, and then when I move it to free movement, I get nauseous. I don't mind it, but I just don't really see myself spending much time in the Oculus. I have this thing to play Game Pass games on, the Razer Xbox controller to play Game Pass games on. Haven't found anything that's really jumped out at me that I like to play that I keep going back to. Yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else to give you for, like, what else I should spend. I mean, I know a lot of things I could spend $1,000 on. Probably a bike, actually, a mountain bike. Sell my mountain bike, whatever I get from it, plus that $1,000, plus whatever I can convince the family to spend on my mountain bike. That's probably what I should do with the $1,000. But if I think of it as a tech purchase, like, what the heck should I buy? I got some really artsy kids. So the only other thing I would think of is maybe buying like some sort of fabricator, so like a 3D printer or a laser etcher or something that can build things up, because I know they have interesting ideas and things like that, and then putting that in. But then I know that's going to cost at least $1,000, and then probably more and more and more going forward. But that's a potential option as well. So anyhow, that's my conundrum: is what the heck do I do? Do I buy Steam Deck or spend it on something else?